Hello everyone, it's Robin here, and on this beautiful spring day, well, we have some showers. It's pouring here in the Midwest, but you know, I'm okay with that because they do say April showers bring May flowers, and anytime more flowers can happen, yeah, I am up for that for sure. Speaking of spring, I have a super fun spring Easter pin tag to share with you today. I love pin tags. Anytime I can share pins is a good time for me. Count me in for sure. Well, this fun pin tag was created by Christy over at Christy's Corner, and I will link her video down below for you so you can go check it out. I was tagged by Toni over at FindingDisney, and Toni has a fun channel. Toni recently became a Disney travel agent, and some of the fun videos that I enjoyed watching were of the process. She went through the process with you of how that happened. She does a lot of other Disney content, so you're definitely gonna wanna check her out too. So thank you, Toni, for tagging me for sure. I'm up for the challenge. This springy Easter pin tag has 6 categories, so I'll be sharing 6 pins. Sort of. I might go out of the boundaries just a bit because, you know, that's how I am. But it'll be fine. Trust me. So the first category is share a pin that's shaped like an egg or that has an egg on it. And already I'm breaking the rules because I have a 2-pin set, but you'll understand when you see it. It's the Cheshire Cat and the White Rabbit in egg form. Oh my gosh, these pins just make me smile. They are from Disneyland Paris and I love them. Let me take them off the backer and give you a close look. Of course I would have a Cheshire Cat in this pin tag. I love this pin. I love the colors of this pin, and look, his grin goes from egg to egg. He's super awesome. Let me show you the back of this. So these pins are from Disneyland Paris. They have 1 pin post. They're gold on the back. Look at the Mickey waffling. Very tiny, but it's beautiful. Love the Cheshire Cat and his friend. Look at the White Rabbit. So I love the White Rabbit. Isn't he awesome? He's funny without his ears. You kind of wish they could go ears here. But he is definitely a cool egg shape. He doesn't look like he's too happy about being an egg shape either, does he? His coloring's really pretty. I love his collar. There's his heart right there for the Queen of Hearts. He's late, you know. Oh my gosh, I just love this pin. Super fun. So these 2 pins are super fun and would make any springboard look fabulous, don't you think? So the next category is share a pin with pastel colors. And I have the perfect pin. It's almost egg-shaped in itself too because it's an oofoofy. Look at Dumbo as an oofoofy pin. Oh my gosh, and he is perfection in his pastel colors, don't you think? Here, check this pin out. Look at how cute Dumbo is as an oofoofy, and his pastel colors are perfection. Perfect for spring, that is for sure. Dumbo here is from Hong Kong Disneyland, and I think he comes from a booster set with other oofoofy characters. Let me show you the back. So he has 1 pin post, the Mickey waffling going across, and he's from Hong Kong Disneyland. And he's adorable. So Dumbo here makes a cute addition to the spring Easter pin board, I think, for sure. Okay, the next pin is share a pin with a bunny on it. Okay, I already shared the White Rabbit, but I have another bunny. So I have quite a few White Rabbit pins because I do collect Alice in Wonderland. There's also Thumper. I have some Thumper pins. There's also Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh, but I have another pin to share. And this is a different rabbit that we don't think about sometimes, and it's Judy Hopps from Zootopia. Now this pin comes from Shanghai Disneyland, and it's from the Shanghai Disney emoji pack that Rod and I opened during our snack board month. And you know, I know some of you might think of Judy Hopps a lot, but I don't have many Judy pins. Actually, I have 2. I have this one, and I have one from the teacups from the Hong Kong teacup packs. I couldn't decide which one to use. So I'm kind of showing both now, but I picked Shanghai because I have a Paris pin and a Hong Kong pin already. Now here's the Shanghai pin. So here's Judy Hopps sitting on top of her donut with all the sprinkles. Oh my gosh, this just makes me want to eat donuts for sure. But look at how adorable she is up here with her ears poking up. She came from a mystery set. It's the Shanghai emoji set. Here's the back of her pin with 1 pin post. And she is super sweet. But I also have this Judy Hopps pin, who is also adorable, having fun in her teacup. This also comes from a mystery set, and it is a teacup set from Hong Kong. I love opening these pins. I need to open some more here pretty soon. The back of this pin is gold based with one pin post, but she's adorable here too. Cute bunny for Easter. So I can't really decide which one to use, but you know, it is Easter time. It is spring, and don't bunnies multiply? You can't have too many Easter rabbits, can you? I think they're both gonna fit the board. Okay, the next category is share a pin that has flowers on it or that you got from the Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot. Now, I love the Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot, and I have been to that festival before, but that was way before I collected pins, and I don't have any pins from the Flower and Garden Festival. But I do have this pin, and I found this pin kind of fun and interesting because it's actually a Christmas pin. But I was keeping in theme with the coloring of Easter and spring, and it is from the Small World Holiday Collection, and it's a Dutch girl. She's sitting on a tulip, and she has a wreath of flowers behind her. Oh, she's adorable, and really, she's very spring-like, isn't she? Look at how pretty this pin is. Now, I opened the Small World Holiday pin set during Christmas, during my Vlogmas videos, and I absolutely loved these Small World wreath pins. Now, this little Dutch girl, she is sitting in a tulip, and she is surrounded by flowers in her wreath. And, you know, the coloring of this pin is very spring-like, even though we have a gingerbread man there. But that's okay. It is mostly spring-like, so I think it really fits. Now, this is a limited release pin because it was just released during the holidays, and it was super fun to open. There's one pin post with the Mickey waffling going all the way across the back. But she's adorable, and I think she will be perfect on the spring pin board. So even though she is meant for Christmas, I think she's really dressed for spring, don't you think? She will make a nice addition to the Easter board. Okay, the next category is share a pin that reminds you of spring. Okay, so I'm deviating just a little bit here because I have two pins again, but they are from a 2-pin set, and you really can't have one pin without the other, and you'll know what I mean right now. So it's Mickey and Minnie dressed as Bert and Mary Poppins. They're very dapper, aren't they? And he's giving her flowers, and I absolutely love these two pins. Let me give you a close-up. Look at how cute Minnie and Mickey are together. Now, I do collect Minnie and Mickey pins as a couple because it reminds me of Rod and myself, and this is my favorite pair that I have. Mickey is dressed as Bert, and Minnie is dressed as Mary Poppins, and I think they're just gorgeous together. It is very spring-like. He's handing her flowers. She has her parasol above her. I absolutely love these two pins. These two pins definitely remind me of spring and new love and, you know, all those great feels that you get this time of year. So they're going to be a perfect addition to the spring pin board. So the last category is a pin that reminds you of, well, remember April showers bring May flowers? Well, it's a pin that reminds you of water or rain, and I have a princess pin here, which is really fun. So what princess reminds us of water? Well, Ariel, of course. And I love this pin. This pin came from a box set that I got from Tokyo, and there were 5 pins in it, and there was, I think, Cinderella and Rapunzel and Jasmine and Belle and Ariel. And it's a really fun pin. It looks almost more like a large button than a pin, so I love the quirkiness of it. Let me give you a close look so you can see what I mean. So first of all, this is definitely a pin that reminds me of water because Ariel is underwater. Look at her hair. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And she's there hanging out with Flounder. Again, this pin came from Tokyo, and look at the interesting. See that? It's like a jewel cut. It's very interesting. It almost does look like a large button. But what's fun too is that there is an actual saying on the pin. It is very tiny, and it says, "I believe in discovering the beauty in the world around me." And I just love that. I just love that so much. This pin is super fun. Let me show you the back. Very plain, just one pin post. Does say Disney, but again, it comes from a box set from Tokyo. I love collecting pins from all the different parks. I think they're so interesting. And this one definitely is interesting. I'll link down below the pin mail when I shared that Tokyo box set in case you missed it, because there are 4 other princess pins in there, so you might want to check that out. So she will make a great addition to the pin board. So here's the board. Doesn't it look springy? I tried to stay within the color palette and I think it worked out really well. I'm loving the colors of all these pins. Let me give you a close-up of what we have. So directly in the middle, we have our egg-shaped pins from Paris. They're so cute, the Cheshire Cat and the White Rabbit. Then we have our next pin is our Pastel Pin, and we have Dumbo, and he's the Foofy pin that comes from Hong Kong, Disneyland. The pin with the bunny on it, well, we can't decide, but Judy Hopps is definitely one cute bunny, and we have the pin from Shanghai on the donut. Makes me want to eat donuts. And we have Judy Hopps in her teacup, and that comes from the Hong Kong teacup pack. Next is Show a Pin with flowers on it, and I think that this little Dutch girl from the It's a Small World holiday set is perfect. She's sitting on her tulip and she has just a ton of flowers behind her in a wreath. The pin that reminds me of spring, absolutely, Mary Poppins and Bert, or Mickey and Minnie, and it reminds me of my husband and myself. Look, he's giving her flowers. They're very dapper, aren't they? And you know, they just celebrated Dapper Day at Disneyland, so very appropriate for sure. And last but certainly not least, let's get a princess pin in there. And this princess comes from Tokyo, but she also comes from under the sea. And of course it's Ariel. And look at that hair on her, just floating around in the water. So beautiful, beautiful, fun pins. So I loved doing this springy Easter pin tag, and I want to thank Christy from Christy's Corner for creating it. It was a lot of fun. And also thank you to Toni from Finding Disney. Thank you so much for tagging me. Love a pin tag. Definitely had a lot of fun with this one. So I'm going to tag 3 people for this fun pin tag. And if you've been tagged already, just consider this more tag love coming your way. The first person I want to tag is Taryn from Twinkle Bell Taryn. I am enjoying watching your videos for sure. I know you have some cool pins back there. I would love to see your spring pins. Taryn, you are tagged. The next person I want to tag is Mitzi from Bells of Cotton. Mitzi, you have a fun channel and I've seen her open up some pins and I know she has some great pins there. I would love to see them. Mitzi, you are tagged. And the last person I want to tag is my friend Beth, Beth Long. Now Beth, I know you just moved, but hopefully your pins are in a place where you can do this fun tag. She has a lot of great pins from the Asian parks, and I'm thinking I'm gonna see a lot of cherry blossom pins. Can't get enough of that. Beth, you are tagged. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I certainly had a great time. Anytime I can share pins, I'm having a good time. That's for sure. I hope you're having a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you again. Bye-bye.